Shit, I didn't write down my confirmation number.
Personal issues. So, Susie, what's new and exciting? How was your weekend?
Good. That was good.
Tell us what you did. Make it sound exciting.
Excuse me.
Well, one second.
Jacob?
Who was that?
I don't know. Wasn't me. It was Jeff. I mean, Cackles.
I hiccuped.
Eccles, you look very different in this picture.
What do you mean?
You look like a mature man. In your other pictures, you look like a young boy.
Bless.
Thank you.
It's probably because I'm wearing a button-up shirt.
Probably.
Cackles looks like a man, but acts like a boy.
That's pretty much most of you guys in this room, with all due respect.
I feel attacked.
I don't feel attacked.
Don't feel attacked. That's a good thing, though. That's not bad. That means you guys are very young inside.
Oh, stay away from my insides, lady.
I'm sitting in seat 4F tomorrow. That's a good seat. I like sitting towards the front of the plane so I can get off faster.
Where are you flying?
New York.
Oh, what's there?
Family.
Yeah.
I'm the same, Cackles. I like to be right up in the front. And you know, when they ask for additional time to board, you know, you can go right on. You can literally go right on, and they don't even have to, they cannot ask you a thing. You just have to say, I just need time. I need extra time, please. That's all you.
I get on right away because I have early boarding group.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Prim. Okay, for the rest of us, though, for the rest of us who don't have that, here's a tip.
Tip for what? Say it again.
Tip for
Hey,
those
Laura.
that don't have early boarding privileges. You just say you just need extra time, and you can be first in line. I usually do it because I like to get organized.
You need
and get my
what?
seat. Extra time to board an airplane, Sarah.
Oh. And for those who don't like to sit next to someone else, a psychiatric note that you're claustrophobic can get you a free seat next to you. But they gotta say you're claustrophobic, so you gotta be okay with that.
Clusterfuck?
Claustrophobic, yeah. Like you get claustrophobic. Phobia, fuck. Jeff, please don't remove me from the room. I use the F word again.
No, we don't do
You
that.
don't remove
Yeah, please
that.
at least give her warning and then we'll straighten
If you
her up.
deny my romantic advances, I will remove.
Sarah, make a choice.
The choice is real.
How about this? The choice is yours. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Yeah.
You can get with that. You can get with this.
Was that a one-hit wonder?
Yeah,
Oh my god, we did the one-hit wonders yesterday.
Did you guys?
Yeah, and he does not know what a one-hit wonder is.
Engine number.
Who doesn't
We
know?
did
Wait,
it.
who?
Your
Like,
train
who?
says,
What?
if my train falls off.
Remember that one word in that one song?
Which one?
Fucking. You know what you mean to me.
Who sang that one?
I believe that was me, Cackles.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the original, dude. Yeah. Did anybody record that?
Guys. Hide's in the audience. Hyde, I'm going to post a picture of UFOs I took picture of last night. Hold on.
Whoa, that's cool.
Is Hyde a UFO conspiracy theorist?
That's our UFO guy, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh good. I don't.
Every group has one.
I don't need this to tell you. Migraine coming. My God.
That.
Hyde
Hi, do you think Elon Musk is an alien?
Sure, go with that.
Hyde, any thoughts on that? I've been told.
He's just autistic. It's okay. He's just autistic and likes to laugh.
Who, Elon?
Yeah, it's okay.
If we talk too much about this, Seth is gonna ban us from Jeff's house, so.
No. No, you can say whatever you want about Elon. I don't care.
Elon.
Not Elon, about aliens, man, aliens.
Oh,
Aliens are cool, and they exist.
I mean, Elon is one letter away from alien.
the crazy cats, then I consider them.
It's flat.
Okay, so what did I miss? I started doing dishes after the religion was shut down, so have we moved into something else?
I hurled in the middle of the
Good
room
idea,
to watch
Melissa.
her sky.
Shut
You know what,
that
this room's a
shit
little
down
messy. Let's
I
clean
was
up what I
fucking
can
done.
control.
I'm like, shut the fuck up on that now.
Why is everything moving so fast in your picture?
What? Wait, whose
There's
picture?
like a
Who are
lot
you
of
looking at?
speed going on.
Who?
Sarah's.
Ooh. Her Puma shirt makes her look fast. Oh,
Those
it's a
are
news
UFOs.
picture now. Oh, her UFOs.
But so the
Weird,
lights
Sarah.
look the same as the building lights. It's like
I mean,
weird.
yeah, it looks like they're just hovering
The
above.
aperture. Okay, Jeff, it's the aperture.
It looks like
Yeah, you're right. It's the aperture.
Guys, there were helicopters. I don't know why the picture came out like this. So they might have been UFOs pretending to be, what's it called? Pretending to be, I can't speak English now. Pretending to be helicopters. No, helicopters. I know, Hyde. They were news helicopters. The picture came out like that. I'm just joking. Jesus Christ. I found God.
You didn't even give me a chance to laugh or unmic or anything, and you're not even taking into consideration that maybe my screen protector is cracked right where the fucking microphone is. So give it a
Sarah, you need to let your joke land
let it
before
hit
you move
and
on.
breathe like a fine fucking glass of red wine. I don't drink, but I pay
And
it.
it's gonna be Christmas, and
And I love your Christmas glasses, Bliss. By the way, I watched your Instagram video like 3 times. It was so satisfying to watch you complete a project. That was amazing. And your nails look amazing, by the way. And the way you hold the brush, dude.
No, I appreciate you. I'm definitely gonna do more. So people keep telling me to open an Etsy shop, so maybe.
But if you did that, I would be able to order gifts for like everybody I know. You know what I mean? And be like, this is like my friend Bliss, like blah blah blah. Like I would love that if you gave me a way to do that. Yeah.
And then I'd be a slave
You
for
would.
you.
Oh, good song.
It's not a one-hit wonder.
No, it is not. That was a hot hitter again. I mean, it's a.
Were you the one who said Frank Sinatra last night?
That wasn't me. I think that was somebody else, but that was funny.
That was
No, that was a joke. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that one was a joke.
Hey Sarah, it's official. Our NASA guy, space guy, says he doesn't see anything strange in your photograph. I'm looking at the rectangular lights that look like street lamps, but obviously you're hovering in the sky, Hyde.
It's okay, though.
I'm sorry that he didn't validate you, but you believe what you saw. You know, I know.
I knew a guy. His name was Cackle.
Another wonder.
I appreciate what you're saying. How is a space station, a dirty space station?
Suck, like, this is, Hamas, like, it's too much.
Just looking at the drug doesn't even see Hamas putting up.
I just sat down in the sun. It's so lovely.
Showing them on Star
I
Trek.
love the sun.
I
I love sitting in the
oh
sun.
my god, don't I love it.
And
Honestly,
that sun hitting your skin, it feels
yes,
so
it's
good.
everywhere. It's so warm today. It's so beautiful.
Wait, is
I
it?
miss my mom's though, where I could just lay out naked.
She was
Oh, shit.
I'm in a neighborhood now. It's fine. It's like a little fishbowl. You just act right. They might, look at me weird sometimes, but I don't care. They're all
Yeah,
sweet.
what do you care?
Yeah, what do I care? Y'all should see my outfit today. It's like pajamas, sweatshirt, snow boots, socks.
I have Christmas pants.
Oh, I love Christmas pants. I want to
I'm
get
so
matching
excited.
pajamas. Oh my god, for me and Seth, I can't figure out what. I
think that's like the worst part about Judaism is there's no Christmas.
There is
Like
this year,
gifts,
baby.
though. Yeah.
Hanukkah on Christmas.
Yeah,
Hanukkah
it's like
on
this.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big celebration.
And maybe toughest of all is who's gonna do that.
You know,
Oh,
Jen,
that's
who
fun.
sings-
At least it's not early. I hate it when Hanukkah's like super early. Fucks up everything.
Well, you remember Jen who sings? Jen Adelstein
Oh.
or whatever? You know Jen? We did a Christmas carols. Jewish moms sing Christmas carols clubhouse room one year, and there's a replay out there somewhere, and it's adorable. Anyway, it would be so cool to do that since it's actually Christmas Day with everybody. I don't know.
H-U-N-N-K-A-A.
You know what I
You can spin a dreidel and something.
Damn, Hanukkah's late. It straight up goes until January 2nd. We're like almost into the Epiphany. That's why.
Epiphanies.
Epiphany. If you're not Catholic, then you don't. It's fine. Just
Listen.
I don't know what that is the reference, but
The
I know
Epiphany-
Epiphany is.
basically it's like when the wise men like showed the fuck up and like the whole shebang happened for Jesus' birth, and it's like the 6th or the 7th of January.
I see.
All this mystical weirdness, really, it is.
Yeah.
And Revelations.
Mm-hmm.
See that
Oh my God, the
Bible that they found,
Revelation.
Bliss, in the flood? Did you
Yeah,
see
because
that
it was
shit?
weird. So
It
Hillary and I
folded to
held a room
Yeah, listen
for
to this.
funsies where we read the predictions of Revelations, and then that happened.
It was so
Yeah.
weird, yo. Like, we did this right after this whole thing happened here. And I was like, hey, just for fun, Bliss, let's read through it real quick while we're, like, cleaning our houses and stuff. And I had just gotten back online, and it was like, let's just read through, see what's happening. And we figured we're at about, what, 20? 21?
Yeah.
But then I showed her this video of this Bible that was found in this flood that wrapped around a pole with a page of Revelations folded down to I think 14 and 15.
Yeah, they didn't
And-
touch it.
They didn't touch it. Literally, these are people we know, and literally this happened, and they have encased it in this beautiful like podium, like glass thing. It's really fucking crazy. So it's pretty weird. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But that was ironic, and I showed Bliss that video like a few weeks after we did that. It's so weird. It's just a thing. You can't make this shit up. I do have an announcement. My dog is about to take a poop. Congratulations.
Congratulations, dog.
He's a stubborn little pooper. He gets children.
Great job, pooping. Great job.
Thanks, Cackles. He loved it. You're so sweet.
Okay, good news continues so far. Fuck. Did my socks shrink?
Your feet grew.
Or some girl left him at your house, you slut.
Possible.
He is a slut. That's true. I confirm.
Those Jeff socks.
I've never been to his place. Actually, he's never been to my place.
Are you sure? How do you get your sock?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, I drink a lot, but not that much. Oh, fuck. French Canadian figures.
Anyone here from Norm?
Yeah, he was here earlier today.
Oh, was he? Okay, good.
Yeah, he said he's been
Haven't heard him
avoiding
for a
me.
while.
Something happened between
He's been avoiding you?
No, you.
Oh, me? Oh, wow, okay. Really? Oh.
No.
Oh.
I wonder how legal it is
Damn
for
it.
them to do this. Like, why this driver even has to participate in this DUI. Show you something kind of amazing. This is from
Bliss, what the fuck is this Colorado paid medical family leave bullshit on top of y'all state on the
Oh yeah, so basically we started holding companies to federal law. Only we created our own law, and it's it's like the Family Leave Act, so that smaller organizations and companies have to have the same standards as federal when it comes to a birth of a child or accidents, because otherwise federal law, it's like 50 employees, and I believe our state now encompasses companies that are like 25. So it's better for the employee, but it's not so great for the employee.
Right, because their rates are high. Yeah, it's a lot. It's what I do every day, y'all. I file them for these corporations, like a ton of corporations. I think we have 1,200 accounts in there every day. And I've got all these ones that just, they're like, why do we have to pay extra? And I'm trying to explain just what you explained, and it's like, oh man, Colorado. I mean, I'm glad it takes care of the smaller companies and the employees. But Lord, it's tough. It's high, yeah, it's high. It's a lot of money for locum.
Colorado is liberal.
Good, let them suffer.
You're not really correct. It's just that Denver
That's
is
the
a
Canadian.
It's just Denver. It's a university.
right. And
It's just
is red. My
yeah,
state
it is
is red as fuck.
I know,
The
yeah.
area that is blue is Denver. And it has more people in it. That's it. But if you leave this little metro area, you'll have a rude fucking awakening if you think that anything surrounding Denver, Colorado is liberal. Because
No, but Denver gets to, like, drive all the legislation because they've got all the population, so there's
it depends,
liberal
right?
laws.
So, like, even though weed is legal here, because our municipalities are so red, there are still very many counties and cities that prohibit dispensaries and have put in moratoriums to stop that type of legislation. So it's kind of interesting. So, like, literally, the only area that is blue is Denver, because if you were to go to Colorado Springs, you can't go to a medical dispensary.
Boulder too, right?
Boulder is on the fritz, like it's on the cusp, because the areas that surround it and part of that area, I guess, but it's not that large of a population. They're a bunch of
Boulder is a very large population.
not compared to some of the other cities.
Wait, what's the second largest?
How big is Fort Collins? It's kind of hard to hear. It's kind of hard to hear you, Phil.
Fort Collins, I thought was pretty small compared to Boulder.
It is. There's like 160,000 people in Boulder County. I'm pretty sure that's not that big, but okay. So compared to Colorado Springs, Pueblo, and our other large cities, it's like whatever.
What's Fort Collins?
Fort Collins is probably smaller.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, just an interesting topics. Very interesting.
Okay, we're here at Super.
Boulder County is 325,000 people.
I'm sorry, I forgot the city of Boulder, but sure. Where was it?
Sure, but the counties actually matter too. Like, so it's just like
El
Boulder
Paso
County,
and Pueblo are
Denver.
still way bigger. I don't know why you're humping Boulder. It's a shitty fucking town that everybody moves to because they know nothing about Colorado and it's full of yippee spoiled.
Are you from here? Are you from here? I'm curious. Are you from here?
Yes.
Okay, so am I.
And it's
So Boulder's
trash.
not a shitty
Boulder's trash.
Oh my gosh, it's not trash. It actually brings a lot to our. It brings a ton of stuff to our economy.
Using daddy's money. It's garbage. The moratorium
It's actually
has fucked over most of the people who live there.
It's just.
They
I'm
must
sorry.
be,
It's
you
just.
know the only people
Oh my
who
gosh.
build there, right? Like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
I grew up in Boulder.
Fantastic.
I grew up in Boulder. I know the people of Boulder. They're a pretty innovative town. They bring a lot of money to the economy. There's a reason like places like Google go there.
Okay, and
But maybe you're trash, not people of
oh,
Boulder.
I didn't give you a personal insult. I'm sorry that you took that personally. So go get in your feelings somewhere else and cry about it. I don't give a fuck about that shit all the time. But if you do tell somebody who
Sure.
Let's play nice, guys. I heard.
oh yeah, well I mean he wants to insult me, that's fine. He wants to cry over it. He's that place. It's so
It's not trash. The idea that you're asking is if you're the only one that do. Yes, but you call a whole population of
I
people
didn't
trash.
call the population
Their
trash.
politics.
You know what, go ahead and justify yourself. That's fine.
Noah, break it up. Break it up. Am I not audible? No.
Right, baby. That's why you hate Colorado. That's why they call it Menver. Fucking pussy ass bitches. They always have to fucking find men outside of this state because the ones here are so fucking in their feelings.
You're more than welcome. Philip, I just want you to turn the other cheek. No, that's your obligation.
Because both are interested in changing states.
I just,
Which cheek, the left
No,
or
that was funny.
and Philip, you're having mic issues. I think your mouth might be filled with the Holy Spirit.
Is this any Woodfield. These are the stores here at Dick's Sporting Goods, Gentleman's Quarters, Southie World,
South Central?
Big Bowl, Chipotle, Corner Baker. Okay, we're here in Salt Lake City.
What part
at
of
the
Colorado
Hero
do we
Hotel.
like?
This is a
Do we like?
complex /
Yeah, like, we just crashed on a bunch of cities.
The whole state is great.
I don't get it. Why is Biden allowed to call people trash and Bliss is not? Bliss has every right.
Philip was sensitive. I'm sorry, I forgot that we were so liberal here, that our feelings get hurt so bad. Thank you, Philip, for reminding.
This is bullshit. Bliss, you have every right.
Who reminded you? That was Raffi's Canadian.
Yeah,
No,
Rafi's a communist.
Rafi comes from communism. Everybody has the
I
equal
like
rights,
Rafi.
okay, here? So
Rafi the communist.
So hold on, Raffi is a unicorn. He's a non-apologizing Canadian.
I know who Rafi is. I like Rafi. I don't like Philip at this point. That's what we've decided.
well, this is the first I ever hear somebody liking me over somebody else.
Farewell.
This is total surprise.
Rafi, I like you more than Philip.
What the fuck is going on today? It's not my birthday, you guys. Come on, relax.
Happy unbirthday, Rafi.
I mean, I like Philip fine, but if I had to choose one, Philip would be, I'd murder.
You would be the one that's pushing him over the wall, huh?
Wait, you don't prefer Jesus over Jewish people?
rapper in the world. Sort of like this, like a rock.
I don't
And it's
understand
fucking
your
funny, Philip, because it says Philip Denver. Is that even your last name, or are you claiming the metro area even though you're from Boulder?
I'm not from Boulder. I grew up in Boulder. You listen. I know it's hard.
Okay.
She is a woman.
So sure. I'm just pretending not to know you.
To take much to trigger you.
I'm not triggered at all. I think you were, because you were super upset and the one that called me a name, but that's fine. Go ahead and try and spin this narrative. You won't.
Guys, should I should pack a jacket? I think I need to pack at least one
So
jacket.
fucking fine.
Pack a jacket. Like a hole.
That's why your mother named you Philip, because you're screwed.
I don't get that. Wait, hold on. Someone explain that. I need a.
I don't even get that insult.
It's like a screwdriver, guys. Come on.
Thank God, really?
I thought it was Mecca Lecca High, Mecca High.
Oh, wait, I got. Okay, now I get it. Thank you. I need a translation service occasionally.
Mecca Lecca High, Mecca High.
What song is that?
I don't know. That's in.
They were given the generic title.
I think I'm gonna. This is a big jacket though to carry with me.
Homes and prose.
Where are you going?
Description.
New York,
Oh, when?
tomorrow.
He's a very
Oh.
guy. Why don't you even have a big jacket in Florida? You should take a medium jacket to fly with.
The brothers
Leave your big jacket.
are one with the
I
mother of
I
the
think
child.
that's a great idea.
A little puffer. You need to carry always a little puffer
One
with
is
you.
the one is to the many. This is the
Yeah, I'm gonna carry a puffer with me. I got the perfect jacket. It's dope as fuck. It's a little heavy.
Yaakov, check your Instagram.
But the most amazing thing
I'm driving, but I will.
Okay, and for those that want to know, Mecca Lecca High, Mecca Hiney Ho is now in
Okay, everybody, this is Clowns Movies. We're
It's like a
here
rap
in,
song that you're trying to
farthest
emulate.
fucking thing from it.
What is it, like heavy metal? Like what? I can't get it. I can't figure it out. Oh, Pee Wee Herman.
It's a spell from some genie on Pee Wee Herman.
Trying to speak strangely. I listened to a video of Gilbert Godfrey calling into Howard Stern in his regular voice. It's really strange.
I found a jacket.
Below that, you have Gil.
There you
Okay, this is
Or did the jacket find you?
So check this out. This is the original Maxwell Street hot dog shithole shack on Jackson motherfucking Boulevard.
in Cicero. Look at that shit. God damn. The south side, outside, bro.
So check. Okay,
This jacket's gonna take up like half my suitcase.
Union.
So where
DC. I don't know
on the plane?
This is a high school senior showcase.
Too big and too heavy to wear down here.
Look at this is both
I
Brooks Brothers.
take it off on the plane, just throw it overhead, and that's it. Be smart, Cackles.
Jack Smith is finally ending the case against Trump, it looks like.
Who won the case against
Finally
Trump?
what? Jack Smith is actually dismissing the case against Trump,
Old Orchard Mall.
which is broke.
Who's that?
Jack Smith is a special prosecutor that was prosecuting Trump.
In New York, where?
Actually, in several different states. He's the federal
Oh, he's
prosecutor.
at federal level guy.
21 minutes away.
It's okay, you're from Canada.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning curve. I think he just hopes to keep his job once Trump comes into power. That's why.
No, he's done. He's resigning. He's out. There's no way.
Don't be a dick descriptor, bro.
Philip, it's called, without saying it, GTFO.
I actually think Trump may fire him. He doesn't
No, I'm
resign.
saying
That's,
it without saying it. Get the fuck out. Because if you don't, I am gonna fire you.
The stuff in New York's kind of interested me. They suspended the case. Are they leaving it open so when Trump gets out of office they can just restart it up again?
No, they're gonna dismiss everything. Everything goes by post.
Yeah, but the New York case, they haven't. That's what I'm saying. The judges suspended the case.
They'll get rid of Jack.
Well, this is New York. This isn't about Jack. This is the New York case with that weird
Oh, the
judge.
New York Letitia James case.
Is it Letitia
Phillips?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Letitia James. If Letitia continues to play this game, she will lose like fuck her. Because Kathy Hochul is treating her like a sacrifice. Because Letitia wants to run for governor. So Trump is gonna put a hurt on New York State and a hurt on Tish, as she's affectionately called around it.
This is how you know you're dealing with somebody who can be trusted. Somebody
From those that know her,
they don't
yeah.
currently need.
Okay.
You gotta know
It's
both sides
interesting.
to be able to effectively report, right, Philip? Right? You gotta at least know what.
I wonder if I do wonder though, like, the other stuff that has to happen is those convictions. The other thing is, like, Trump actually may not want them to dismiss the case because it gives him a chance to actually get rid of the conviction.
So they're delaying that case until sentencing for 2029.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because he's already been convicted. He can't dismiss the case.
Make it to 2029.
What I'm saying is that he's gonna put such a hurt on that case. Look, even if it's been done or whatever, he's gonna find a way, come hell or high water, to get that thing shut down.
Yeah,
Telling
and
you,
they don't dismiss it. They could just do a motion to vacate or petition it in a different way. So if they filed, I don't know, if they filed something and a motion to vacate a conviction, then before sentencing. Otherwise, I think that he'll have to be sentenced, and then they'll have to appeal. I guess I don't know what would happen because
It's already in the appeal process. This is what's interesting, right? The appeal can move forward, but the appeal has no bearing on the conviction.
No, he's waiting for sentencing, so he hasn't been sentenced. So in order for you to have an appeal, you have to go to the sentencing. Because sentencing is being delayed because of the other proceedings, that's the issue. So then it's like, okay, do you go ahead and then sentence, or do you file a motion before then to vacate a conviction before the sentence?
You can see it kind of flashes
What's the appeal they have right now? Because they've already set an appeal up. in terms of rules.
Yeah, there was one.
It dealt with basically a lot of the.
No, see, I thought that he didn't do an appeal. I thought he filed a motion. So I think he filed a motion before sentencing already, and then the judge denied it. And I think that was basically the motion to vacate, I believe, or to dismiss before sentencing. And then he denied it because that happened in like the first or second week of November. And then they were still waiting on his sentencing date. And now it looks like they've moved that out until 2029.
Be receptive Thursday to possibly reversing or reducing civil fraud judgment that stands to cost Donald Trump. So this is the civil frauds trial there.
Wait,
This is
didn't they,
October 26.
didn't the motion say they could do any date up until the date you just mentioned? So it's sort of like this thing, they could hold over his head during his presidency.
I don't know. I think that it basically was something that said that it was acknowledge of constitutional challenging involving the suggested deferring in all remaining criminal proceedings because of the circumstances of him being president. And so let me see if I can pull that up.
We're all talking about the civil fraud trial, right? Like we're not,
Yeah, the 34.
Yeah, it's already in appellates. So it's the
Wait, that's not
26.
civil. It's not civil.
That's not, it's criminal.
That's criminal.
Yeah.
That's not civil.
They're still trying to go at him on this shit.
Well, no, the civil fraud case against Donald Trump. So this is the issues. It's so confusing to track each case. This is appeals panel signals skepticism of
Yeah, but we
the
don't care
civil
about
fraud
the civil
case
case
against
because
Donald
it
Trump.
doesn't make him a felon, right? So when we're talking about criminal conviction, it's the one with Alvin Bragg, the Manhattan District Attorney, and the 34 felony counts of
But isn't
falsified
that the
business
judge
records.
then?
Excuse me?
That's the judge.
Yes. That's the district attorney is Alvin Bragg.
Yeah, Alvin Bragg's
The
district.
judge is
sorry.
Juan, or whatever the fuck his name is. Sounds like the
Federal
woman noodle.
district attorney.
Juan Mershon.
Thank you.
He's federal or state?
I thought he was state. They did it specifically in state so
That's
that
what I thought.
somebody couldn't card
So
president
Letitia
couldn't card president couldn't pardon him. Yeah, that was a very interesting maneuver.
Yeah, they're trying to get a lot of shit funded in New York State. So this could be done as a political show. Watch.
Oh, that was fun. I accidentally popped in.
And they're I know.
I say fuck it. There's so many people who have a life sentence based off of felony convictions that were for like stupid things. And honestly, go ahead, make him a felon and make him the president, please, so that everybody can sit the fuck down and stop checking the box.
Right. So
State of Colorado,
the whole
my
fucking
state
thing.
already passed the legislation to ban the box. You cannot ask people if they are from Colorado. You cannot ask them if they have been convicted of a crime. You can ban the fucking box, make him a felon, make him the president, and everybody can sit the fuck down.
Splendorous servant, O azure lidded woman, bend upon them.
That's what they call it, banning the box.
Yeah, it's called ban. It's called ban the box. So you can't check a box for to ask questions about your criminal history or record. They can only ask you. So what we get now in Colorado, if you fill out an application, it'll say, will you submit to a background check is the only question they can ask. They cannot ask anything, even about a traffic infraction, they cannot ask.
Well, if I'm hiring somebody, guess what? I don't really give a fuck if you're going to tell me what your background is. You're going to have a background pulled on you no matter what. So,
Yeah, I just think
if you don't
that,
like it,
Never pay for Wi-Fi
I just think
again.
that certain things,
Instabridge is a
like,
free app with 20 million Wi-Fi.
Like, come on, like seriously, let's just. I don't put that in the same category. Or if you had a felony like 25 years ago, you know what I mean? Like, not
This
that you,
word's
like,
all over the
raped or murdered
world.
somebody, but
With
you know
over
something
200
crazy
million
happened.
downloads
I'm
already,
about that.
don't wait. Download Instabridge today and get Wi-Fi wherever you are,
personally a big
whenever you
supporter
want
of
it,
the box.
entirely
I don't want
for
it banned.
free.
I enjoy box.
Yeah,
Wrong
really, I know
box.
you do, babe. I know you do, Jeff. I do too. You know, I'm very conflicted on my position on the box because I want the box, but the definition that Bliss is referring to is different than that type of box. So it's two different.
Yeah, I mean, we need to make sure language stays distinct and meaningful, and not all of a sudden, describe genocide, as hurting someone's feelings. Pretty sure I witnessed it. Bliss did not genocide Phil.
Did not? Say what?
Which box are you talking about? The cat?
No,
I have to tell you, Kuko. I'll explain it when you're old.
that was last night. That box was last night that we talked about.
Cackle's still here? No.
Schmackles is not here.
I just bought his turkey.
Well, that was very nice. Where'd you end up getting it from?
The kosher market.
I figured.
Wait, I thought he was going to New York.
He is, but he'll be back on Friday. I'm doing Friday night dinner. Shabbat dinner.
Got it. Yeah, we keep giving him hell for not staying.
You never know. He might be back.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think he's coming back, but we'll see.
I find it comical Pepe's over in Make Democrats Great Again or something. I'm not sure what the title is, but
Make Democrats sane again so they can stop being radicals and maybe they have an option to win an election and actually pass legislation because they've got fucking lost their goddamn minds. I don't know.
I don't really think anybody's learned any lessons. It's very interesting to read like some of the less articles on most of this.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, the right thing today won on the strength of their ideas. They won on the weakness of the Democrats, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically everybody forgot about the moderates, so
That's right.
fuck them.
I just learned that in 2028, they're going to have a white man with blue eyes run for president. This is what I heard for this short time I was in there. Because America does not like black men. I'm not sure where that came from.
We lost. So here's the crazy thing to me is people don't understand that the moderates were forgotten so bad during this past election. Go pull up the map when Obama won. Hello? What the heck? What the heck?
Obama even won Indiana.
I think I have some from the UK.
You can't fix stupid, okay?
You can only divorce it.
Correct.
Reading free नहीं होती है.
অনেকে নেই আজকে লাইভে রাজকুমার ছিল না বেশিক্ষণ
लोगे तो
Someone just asked me if my room is less retarded now that Rowan's here.
No, it'd probably be worse, to be quite honest.
It's much better now than it was.
Now that who's here?
Rowan. Like, Rowan's asleep, but it's less retarded.
Rowan cracks me up, especially when he's like knee deep in other rooms in American politics.
God, it's fucking hilarious to hear him go off. I feel cringy after him. I'm like,
I feel like Rowan is Beth's cousin. He's always sleeping.
Fucking dead.
Rowan's in Australia.
We both live in Melbourne.
It's the middle of the night.
My point though, he's always asleep.
I posted a song, Obama. Do you know this one? Hope by Vice King.
else.
Rowan is like that Jack in the Box that you just twist the thing a couple times and it just pops up. Mm-hmm. Do happen to have the same name of the towns we live in. Which is the only reason I like Rowan. I'm kidding. He's a good guy.
I like Rowan.
Who's eating a mic right now? Does it sound like somebody's eating a mic, or is it just me?
There's somebody walking outside. Is Jeff walking? He's walking
I'm
outside.
driving.
Both the Jeffs are driving.
Yeah. The Jeff driving day.
Might take a nap. I need to pick weeds, but I just filled up my belly, and now I might take a nap.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of the HOA to pick those weeds.
Exactly.
I think it's just a group made up of parents. Professional parents.
They are Karens, and I want to tell them one day your little fuckers are going to grow up, and then you're going to have young little fuckers coming after you. Got it?
You think when people...
The F word is, you've been cussing a lot lately, Beth.
You think when people meet God, he says, oh, you're a Karen, there's a special place for you.
I know, Philip. Seth got me back into cursing a lot. Yeah, because he loves when I say little fuckers. And now I got him saying it. Yeah.
What do you think about the fact that there was a 2018 genocide of the Karen people and it's spelled exactly the same way? And that's about the same time that rhetoric was spread around about the crazy white woman. So now when you Google Karen, right, because it's spelled the same way, you don't even pull up anything about the people in South Myanmar who were killed and displaced.
Interestingly, the majority of the Karen people who were taken by the United States were resettled in Indianapolis. So I lived around a lot of them.
Yeah, we have a huge population here off of East Colfax. So I always found that interesting.
Where's East Colfax?
It's in Denver, Colorado.
The bad side of Colfax.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's over 160. It's over 160 spoken languages in that area, and there's a lot of refugees and immigrants that come from all over the world. So I think that the only difference between East and West Colfax is one has culture and one is predominantly white, but it's very, very much stigmatized because of that, and they live in extreme poverty, I would say, in that area. But
it's the one place
I bet the food's really good.
hard to drive through.
Yeah, the food is actually really phenomenal. I love eating food off of Colfax for sure. But it
sounds like Queens, basically.
Yeah, we rival Queens, New York with language and culture in that one pocket, actually more towards Aurora, not Denver. There was a whole study that was put out regarding that. But yeah, the Karen people I find interesting because every time somebody says Karen, it reminds me of...
I just wonder who in their right mind just out of nowhere decides, I want to move to Colorado. That sounds like...
Who wants to Florida?
I'm only picking on you. I'm sorry.
Like the Everglades? Like, come on. The armpit?
I'm only picking on you. No, Colorado is really fun. And actually, you guys have some of the best weather ever, to be quite honest.
More sunny days than any other state in the U.S.
Well, the mountains help with the wind and the cold. And yeah.
It depends if you're in the mountains or not.
The plains.
If you're in the mountains, it depends where you're at. The whole weather system here is based on having those mountains. You have highs and lows. You have different weather systems across different range versus the Western Slope.
Yeah, like I hiked in the Weminuche Pass around 14,000 feet, and it was snowing up there in July. Like we had our ice picks and stuff, like climbing. We had to watch for avalanches because it was also.
Yeah, we're about to have another storm. It's moving into the mountains early tomorrow. So it'll be like just west of the Continental Divide by sunrise, and we should also be getting like 40 to 60 mile an hour winds on that side. The foothills, I don't think will be as bad, but until Tuesday afternoon or late evening, and then we should get some snow. And the metro area probably will get around 3 to 4 inches. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. The mountains are going to go rock.
Satisfied with 3 or 4 inches.
Oof.
I finally heard, and I have a comment about the Karen stuff, so this won't be popular. I actually met a real life Karen in that she was acting like a Karen, and her name was Karen, and it was so funny. I was in the hot tub, and I got a medical. I didn't want to let pass by. I didn't want to play phone tag. It was an important call, just a brief call, and so I answered it and I took it. And then she tells me, as I'm trying to talk to the doctor, she interrupts me and tells me, "Oh, there's signs everywhere. You're not allowed to use the cell phone in the hot tub because you're bothering us." And you know, it was so funny. I mean, I told her, "Oh, I'm wrapping this up. Sorry about that," or whatever. But I know all the signs. There are no signs that say that, but there is a sign that says no elderly people in the hot tub. And I was so tempted to point that out to her, but of course I didn't. I did end up befriending her later, but it was pretty interesting that her name was Karen after all.
You should have looked at her, Susie, and said, listen, Linda, it doesn't say on the sign that I can't be in here with my cell phone, but it does say that your old ass needs to get out. Okay, Linda? And I would have just kept calling her Linda. Not Karen, just Linda.
I mean, we all can imagine Rafi doing that because Rafi's the biggest Karen on the app.
Have you guys ever listened to the Barry Weiss episode on that? I think I've talked to in this room before about that. I would encourage anybody to go listen to the Barry Weiss podcast on that Karen that was in New York City Park and just see how atrocious the reporting was and what they did to this woman's life. Her podcast on this whole story is like some of the best reporting about the days that we live in.
Yeah,
I mean, we basically ruined this woman's life for no reason.
Yeah, I feel
She didn't
bad.
do anything wrong.
I honestly feel bad for people who are named Karen because of the use of that, and then now it's become like, forgive me for this, but it's like a stand for the patriarchy because it's used to pit women against other women, and it's commonly used when somebody is standing up and telling you something that you don't want to hear. So many times, like, what's interesting to me is that, like, we don't police ourselves, so when somebody else tells you something, they're called a Karen, but, like, if everybody followed the rules, then we wouldn't be in situations where somebody feels like they have to speak up. I don't know. I hate it. There's also a coalition of Karens you can hire, and those are my favorite. You can hire the Karens to call a manager, to write a letter, to take care of confrontation. So good for them taking the power.
Well, we all took a test the other day, and I didn't come back as a Karen, which I thought I might, but I didn't. And Raffy came back as a Karen. Who else came back, Jeff? As a Karen. There were a couple guys.
Hey, Karen. I went through the tests, and I am not a Karen.
Interestingly, none of the women came back Karens, which I'm not sure I believe, but both Rafi and Zach came back. And,
that's right. It was Zach.
There is actually a Karen for hire service, actually more than one. So if you need a Karen, you can hire one.
I didn't come as Karen, but I think in some ways I am a Karen. I don't know. Because I'm just a vocal person.
She wasn't a vocal person. This is the issue. Like, this is the whole issue. Is that she wanted people. You need to go listen to the whole story. Like, I can't describe to you. Like, it's absolutely fucked up.
I just put the original story of the woman calling the police on the black man in the park for the barbecue. That's where that's where the culture of Karen started.
Yeah.
From that video.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Just go listen to the Barry Weiss podcast if you want to be entertained and absolutely like horrified all at one time. The lady is literally, I think, moved out of the country because of what happened to her.
Cancel culture.
I will say,
In fairness, that is what a Karen would do.
I was a Karen one time. I had my neighbor in the cul-de-sac kidnap my neighbor at the time, their cat, because their cat was tearing up my car, like crawling on it every day. And I had a neighbor kidnap the cat, and we didn't give it back for like 3 days.
They kidnapped the cat. They kidnapped the dogs. Oh my God.
Did you blame it on the Haitian family down the
Glad
street?
they didn't eat your cat, though.
No, not a cat.
I couldn't get my neighbor to understand that Florida, you can't just let your cats out. Well, this is not Ohio. And
You also can't steal their cat.
well, we did, and it was on my property. Okay, so we could have.
Oh my God,
picked it up.
Bet, this was not your cat captured and held by your neighbor. You did it to your neighbor. Oh my God, you're absolutely a Karen. That is the most Karen-esque thing somebody can do.
I think it's more gangster than it is Karen. She's like, fuck
No,
your
that's
fucking cat.
Karen. That happens in my neighborhood every day. That's like a lefty Karen thing too.
I feel like a Karen would call animal control and like file a report and complain to the HOA. I feel like the gangster steals
and
the cat.
Karen tries to even find a home for the cat or keep the cat. If you do it because it's illegal, I don't know if that's really as bad as like taking the matters in your own hands. But I love you, Bet.
It was funny as fuck. I mean, we watched them go around the neighborhood putting
Oh my God,
signs
that-
for the cat. So much fun.
This is seriously vigilante justice.
Keep your cat inside. Your
Bet,
pussy
this
needs to be
is
inside.
literally one reason I just said I think I'm somewhat of a Karen. Because I run animal rescue, sometimes I tell people, your dog needs to be on the leash, your cat needs to be ignored, you need to do that. And then I'm like, oh, you're such a Karen. But if someone calls me a Karen, I just laugh because I'm like, I am acting like one.
I'm not going to tell you to put your dog on a leash, but I will tase your dog. So I don't know what category that is.
Gangsta.
Oh, yeah. If I know one certain neighbor that refuses to put their dog on a leash, and all they do is shock the fucking shit out of this dog because they don't want to put it on a leash, I'll take my dog out. And I'll let him sit in the yard. He lays there. He doesn't do nothing. He just looks at them like they're stupid. And then their dog goes crazy. And I'm like, maybe don't come by my house again. Got it? Walk the other direction. There's a whole other side to the neighborhood. There you go.
Definitely a Karen. Definitely.
I mean, I did take one neighbor into court over the fact that he hid in the bushes across the street and was trying to antagonize my dog with his little shitty ass dog. And I went out and thank God kids video everything because my daughter and her friend were with me. And they videoed the whole thing. The guy said he was going to bash my head in if I shined my flashlight.
You stood up to a bully. That's not a Karen. That's a good thing to do.
He is a bully. He flips us off, like all of us in the neighborhood. He flips us off every time. And one day I turned my car around and I came back and I said, do you have a real problem? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? These are kids. Why are you flipping off our kids? Are you sad because of the fact that they drive nicer cars than you? What the fuck are you doing flipping off our kids?
Fuck them and their mothers. But you guys want to hear something funny? I have this Chinese account. I just literally walked out of it. This fucker speaks to me in Chinese. I speak to him in Russian. We both don't understand each other, but he just smiles and nods and agrees to everything I tell him. This is the best fucking account I ever had. China money is insane.
I was trying to give you a laughy face, but this app is acting crazy today. I don't know what's happening.
I've never had an account speak to me in Chinese. Like, literally doesn't speak a fucking word of English. I need to get a translator every time I come there.
Does he just say, yeah, with a nod?
I don't understand
Like
one fucking word what he said to me. The only thing that we come to an agreement is before I say hello, we shake hands, and we say bye, we shake hands, and that's the only thing I understand. Everything else you want, something in Chinese, I nod my head, he nods his head, I say, okay, you got it.
Well, worked out. He nodded his head. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's good.
And I nod my head. That's good.
During the pandemic, I was living at the beginning of it. I was living, there was another neighbor living next to me in my building, right? And oh my God, this woman was a school nurse, like an elementary school nurse. You're not even like a nurse practitioner or anything. I think she was like an LVN. Not that it doesn't matter, but I don't want to be lectured by someone who has like a 2-year degree, like about these things. And now she was a real Karen. She was harassing me 24 hours a day that why am I not wearing a mask? It was the most annoying thing ever. And then she had called like the building management, everything, trying to like mess up with me.
So we have this person, Dr. Erica. She used to wear masks. She used to make her kids wear masks in the car. Even when they went to sleep, she used to wear a mask.
That's fine though. I never tell someone, why are you wearing a mask?
She slept by herself and she was wearing a mask.
No, I don't care what other people's...
I'm joking.
No, but you see my point, Rafi? I don't care. That is freedom. You want to wear a mask? Be my guest.
What I love the most is when people are driving in a car by themselves wearing a mask and gloves. That's my favorite.
Yeah. I had this in my dating app. It was saying that if you wear a mask in the car, driving alone, swipe left.
I used to think that until I got such a bad cough that the only thing that would help was just wearing a mask to warm up the air.
What do you mean?
So,
Susie, that's different. Susie, I live in Los Angeles. About 10% of people are still masked up.
Wait up, Susie. I'm a little confused here. What do you mean to warm up your cough? Like to recycle your own air, basically?
No, to warm up the air so I wouldn't cough. So I would be masked up in a
Why
car.
not use a
But when
scarf?
you're masked up in the car, meaning that you would be recycling your own air because you're breathing into the mask. It's not really... You're just holding the same air within that mask and then you're taking another breath.
And that's what scarves are,
I'm not
too,
claiming that doesn't happen. I'm just saying that when it warmed up the air for me, and I wouldn't cough, so it would help me avoid coughing. I had a bad cough.
So why don't you just turn on the heat in the car? To keep the air nice and warm.
Wasn't as effective as just wearing a mask. And I hate wearing masks, but that was really helpful.
That's the first I ever hear.
Wearing the mask helped me become a millionaire because I robbed so many banks.
I milked the shit out of the system. We sold government contracts, these masks. We were laughing. We were selling N92s that weren't really registered as N92s. It was hilarious. They were buying it up like crazy.
Because of the mask, I was discriminated so many times. It's not even funny, though. All the mental health issues I have right now, Rafi, I'm being very serious, but I want to say how disgusting. I'm being very serious. I want to tell you guys how disgusting American, way went once people became scared and nobody respected ADA. Nobody. I'm not kidding you. I'm still struggling because I really can't wear a mask. In 2009, because I was working with formaldehyde powder in the biochemistry lab, and I would like faint. So I went to doctor and I'm like, I don't know why I can't, like, I get confused. My blood pressure goes up and stuff. That's when I was diagnosed claustrophobic. So I had medical notes from 2009 that I couldn't wear mask, and I had to they had to modify the way I would work with formaldehyde powder because it's very dangerous. It can destroy your lungs. It's very, very dangerous. And so I had that. And then now, not only I didn't believe in it, I couldn't wear it. And it was the biggest ridiculous thing. At my work, when we back to in person, the HR lady was trying to force a mask on my face, telling me, oh, come on, let's just try it. I'm like, are you fucking insane? I just used that word. I got up and I'm like, before you get $1 million lawsuit, you need to back the fuck up. And I walked out of there. The dean, the chair, they were like, we don't know what's going on. From higher ups, there was like this thing that do whatever you want, just make sure people wear masks. And then they did the same stupid thing with the vaccine here. It was crazy. This is one reason I don't like to teach anymore, Rafi, because I'm like, I make a lot more money not teaching, but I feel like teaching is my way of giving back to the community, and Rafi's on the phone. It's my way of giving back to the community. And when I saw how stupid the entire country went over fear, I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's why the state of Florida said, fuck you, America. We're not listening to any of your shit and stay out of our state.
This is why that guy, he's my hero. I have the biggest crush on him. I'm telling you, I'm in love with him. The way he handled the pandemic, the way he handled everything. I think he's a hero.
Yeah, it's hard to hold Floridians down for too long. They will not deal with your shit. And even Publix, I love Publix because they said, hell no. Our employees are not going to just continue to wear these stupid things. So they started originally by, sorry, I'm picking meats, but they started originally by allowing all their employees to keep them just over their mouth and having their nose,
in Northern California, this winter, I don't know if it went into effect or not, but they were talking about few counties making masks mandatory from November all the way to January or February because it's flu season. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. It doesn't even work. It's not healthy. It's not good for your health. It increases your chance of getting sick. And it doesn't stop those tiny particles from going through. Does that make sense? I still don't understand why they keep pushing for this. Even Fauci said it doesn't work.
Yeah, doctors just wear them for decoration.
An N95 mask is not the same as as other masks, right? And then a lot of the regulations for product development and manufacturers. So the Consumer Products Safety Commission holds the original way that we used to make medical masks out of fabric. So prior to the pandemic, I was a small batch manufacturer, and when my sister's hospital was running low on masks, she asked if I would sew some. So I went to look at the product's compliance pages to see what regulations I would have to pass to be able to have to create medical masks for her. And at first they still had the correct paperwork up, and so I printed it out where originally it was required that you used Oli fabric, O-L-Y. Oli fabric actually has antimicrobial, and so it's a different type of fabric. It's not like cotton, it's not as breathable, so it actually has some filtration. But during the pandemic, because of the shortage of masks and that particular fabric, they removed that section completely. And it was interesting. The CDC as well as Product Consumer Safety Compliance page both had the paperwork that was given out by the military when people were using bandanas, and there was like some like flu that had broken out, and they had deemed that a cotton bandana was better than nothing. And so that's basically what we went to on both the CDC and product safety compliance for medical masks. And they're not, a mask is not a mask is not a mask is not a mask.
This is why I want to move into a compound somewhere. Somebody build a compound for me.
What job are you gonna do there, Beth? Like, I'm thinking about, like, if I were to bring you into a
She's picking
compound.
weeds, bitch. She's doing the fucking gardening. You got me? You hear me? She's tending those plots. Hell
She's
yeah,
gonna
she is.
hire
The fucking
somebody.
shovel.
Do you know
That's
how many
fine.
times there's some man in her yard?
She can fucking hire him. It's fine as long as she gets it fucking done, Bliss.
No, we can't hire people on the compound.
Right, Beth,
We
you
don't have
gotta
any
do
money.
this
We're
free.
giving
You
up
gotta
our
have to
lives.
convince the young ones to do it, Beth, and I know you can. She's gonna do it. She'll convince.
Oh no,
She
I'm
will,
sitting
you know
and
she will.
picking. I am sitting and picking fucking weeds on my ass at my front door, and my daughter and her friend come out with their little Starbucks cups and are like, "Hey, Bronx pooped on the floor. Okay, did you pick it up?" They're like, "No, we just thought we'd inform you." All right, awesome. Thank you so very much for that information.
Beth, did you grow up with siblings?
I grew up with way too many siblings. I'm the baby of 6 kids, but they
That makes
rely on
sense.
me for
Okay.
fucking everything.
So as an older sibling, I delegate. So even with my own kids, because like that's foreign to me. If my kid, I would have been like, you better get out here and pick up these weeds while I go pick that up, or you go back in and pick that up. But I was the older sibling, so I just told everybody else what to do, and so I commonly do that with my own children. But as the baby, I wonder if you're just sitting there taking it. You should stop taking it. Start
Yeah,
delegating.
stop taking it. I agree with Bliss. 100%. That's how I raised my.
Did I kill the room with my mask thing?
What?
I don't know. I wasn't looking.
I wasn't paying attention, Sarah. I wasn't paying attention to you, Sarah.
Ladies and
Sarah.
gentlemen.
Sarah always is like, you didn't hear me say it. I'm like, Lord.
Liz, she had her thumbs down. Let's hear her opinion if she has a mic.
If Bliss has a mind,
No.
She's
She said
extremely
Liz.
intelligent.
She said Liz. Not
Liz,
Oh, yeah, Liz
She
is
probably-
Liz is extremely intelligent. She's probably working right now.
Did you call us just unintelligent because we're here?
She did. That's what she said.
I know, right?
Welcome to the mommy and daddy issues. Jeff's clubhouse room thing. Safe space,
Where-
safe space.
Where did
Rowan,
everybody go?
Jeff
They
is
left
probably
us.
taking his nap.
Yeah, Rowan
Rowan
is
is
probably
sleeping.
asleep on this
Yep.
summer day. Because you know it's like turning spring or summer. down
Rowan
there,
is
everything's
not
back.
asleep. He's pretending
Yeah.
to be asleep. No, he made Liz mod. I saw
I
that
can guarantee you that he's asleep because I can start talking shit and we'll see if he comes off the mic. Rowan?
Rowan. I'm telling you, I saw it. He made Liz a mod and went to sleep maybe.
I don't pay much
Ran into
attention. Sorry, I'm
I
working.
ran into your clubhouse girlfriend the other day, Rowan. She had a lot to say about
Oh
it.
yeah, that one who had a dream about him.
No, the bitch that you hate.
Oh my god, the one that like broke up with him after like they weren't even seeing each other because she got jealous over him paying attention to another girl.
Yeah, probably.
Probably the one who has a lot of issues with other women. Definitely her.
Yep.
That one. Insecure. Fucking sucks for her, doesn't it? Oh my god, could you imagine?
See, he's asleep or not there.
He's asleep, or
He
he
would've
wake
came
up
off
to
that
fucking
night
white
so
night for
fucking
her. Right, 100%.
Guys, the other day Rowan was hitting on this guy in one of these rooms. Oh
On a
my
man?
god. What? Yes, he's sleeping.
Was it Bren? Was it Bren he was hitting?
I'll tell you guys whenever he's not here, just
Yeah,
in
he's-
case he wakes up. You know, but oh my god, I have proof. I'll tell you guys later. No, he's asleep.
He's definitely asleep. Definitely asleep.
Yeah, he would have removed me from the
Me
room,
too.
even if even if he would have
He would have been
away.
like, hold on, excuse me, I'm made mob now, and he'd kick all of us out, block us all, go on a rampage. He'd probably open up and debate the news with JB. Be like, you want to
And
hear
have
what
a
these bitches
title.
did? Totally.
These MAGA women calling me blah blah blah.
All these women
Because
anti-Semitic.
blah blah blah. Oh yes,
I know. He told me
that.
that he really would like fantasize about sucking on Kamala's left tit. Not the right one, just the
Hilarious. And then what about those other charges against him? Ha, he's definitely a... Somebody accused him of that in another room one night, and he went fucking off.
By the way, for clarification
Oh my
for
God.
everybody in the audience, this is satire and not real. But these
Yeah, we are
things not true. I'm
totally-
just talking shit.
We're talking to shit to see if
I don't want
Libra
anybody to be like, I
is
heard
truly
We want
asleep.
to know if he's asleep or not.
Right, and we've been on this app long enough to know
He's
we're not
married.
serious.
He has kids. He's straight.
He's not
an
married.
Amazing guy.
He's not married, but he
And
does
if he
have
is,
some
girl, go ahead and start.
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever. I'm
That's a
just
terrible
trying-
husband.
Oh
I'm
my
just trying
god.
to redo what he
Could you
said.
imagine one? I would die right now.
I don't need a second Roger to keep removing me from the rooms, ladies.
Oh.
Listen to my thing.
He's friends with Roger. Watch out what you say here.
Man.
Remember
Roger
what we said,
removes
Sarah?
you?
Snitches get stitches.
I'm just asking her if Roger.
Oh yes, he does. He does.
He doesn't
What?
like
He does.
me. That's okay.
He does.
That's weird.
But then he almost busted her out the other day too, and I couldn't say a word. Me and Chrissy were backing off. We were like, "Don't get us involved, girl. Don't be."
I wasn't
putting
trying to
someone's
get
fuss."
anybody. I was
No, you
so
weren't.
worried. I was
But
so worried you guys get involved.
Felt your panic. I felt your panic. Did you notice how I did not comment? I stayed out of it.
But
Okay.
why would I, guys?
You
just
wouldn't.
remember
You
this.
wouldn't. We just have
Remember
trust
this.
issues. It's the
I
mommy and
have so many fake accounts, even though I'm new on this
the
app.
fucking dead.
And then you can make accounts with Google numbers, and I already have like 500 emails. 500 is a lie, but I probably have like 12 emails that don't even have a number on it. So, and then you can get burner phones, and then I have my friends and families, and you only need to log in one time. So don't ever worry about one of my accounts getting busted. Ever. I may even tell him one day that was me, but don't tell him that either, because I don't
tell
want
him
to
that we knew either, because then
Never.
Bliss will have to come help me.
Never.
Okay? With the bot.
No, I honestly think he thought I'm one of these trolls who goes in the rooms and just tries to like mess up the vibe. I really do. I think he thought like that because how harsh I was criticizing Islam. He probably thought I'm Jewish too, because I'm always in room with Jewish people, and probably thinking, why is she like criticizing this harsh, not knowing I'm an ex-Muslim, So I think it was a misunderstanding, to be honest with you. I really do think that.
Yeah, it probably didn't help that there was a girl that came in right before we got to meet you. That she went by the name Sarah, and she was a wackadoodle, called us all bitches and cunts, and she wanted to marry our husbands and have a rich husband. Yeah, that could have been part of it.
What?
This is in Roger's room. That wasn't in Roger's
This is
room.
Rogers,
Yeah,
not
this isn't
you guys,
here.
Beth.
Jeff, who the fuck is...
Beth, remember this. My own people, a lot of them call me fascist. I'm the fascist, racist, terrible woman. Like I'm too Americanized. Like I'm so. I even say it all the time. I'm biased toward this one religion. At the same time that I believe in freedom of speech and the First Amendment, I do believe Islam needs to be eradicated. So I'm biased. So no, but they call me all kind of names too. There was a Sarah last week called me fascist in Rookster's room. So Beth just said that you guys were suspicious about me, right, Beth? Now you gotta elaborate.
Oh no. Once we heard you speak, we knew immediately you weren't that crazy. Wackadoodle.
Oh, you guys thought I might be someone else. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
See, the first day Rogers removed me, this girl, Somia, whatever, she's Muslim, and I was talking shit about Islam in the chat, and then she told me, hey, Sarah, are you virgin? And then she's like, one of my friends looking for a third wife, and then so I got into it with him. But in reality, why was I removed? She's the one attacking me. I didn't attack her. I was attacking Islam, not Muslims,
Oh, well, there's some crazy people over there. Just gotta watch out for 'em. This is a pain in the ass.
Rocky, are you there?
Yeah, he just hit me with a bat and told me to keep picking the weeds. Mm-hmm.
No, because the room where I was called fascist a few days ago, like within the last week, Beth, and it wasn't a joke. I was really called fascist. In that room, there were a bunch of Sarahs, and Rafi was in the room, but then he left. And 5-10 minutes after he left, I was called fascist. And then they told the girl, she wanted to meet up with me to beat me up. And I'm like, holy fuck. All because I said I agreed to have a wall in the southern border and deport illegals. She was just not having it. She wanted to beat me up.
You just tell her you got a whole gang of people from Clubhouse that will come beat her up, little shit. I'm not gonna deal with those people.
Yeah, Sarah's backed up by so many gangsters here.
Yeah, and that's funny because I can fight, Beth. I did years of therapy, weekly therapy, to undo my anger, and this is why I'm not ashamed of it. Living in Iran, the IRGC makes you crazy, There's so much trauma people go through. This is what I was talking to my friend yesterday in a private room because it's a guy, and he's like, I keep fighting with people. He lives in Australia, and I'm like, you need therapy. I talked to him, and so he's going to start therapy. I was like, look, you're going to lose everything. You're going to go to prison. Like, you can't pull in front of people in the car and try to fight with them, like doing that kind of crazy stuff. And it's just because the government has made everybody so crazy. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like when someone says that, I'm like, whatever. I'm not even engaging. Like, I'm out of here. But I can hurt you.
Yeah, they're not worth my time. I'm just like, whatever. Do whatever you think that you're doing that is absolutely amazing. Let me know how it goes. Because you're probably not going to make it too far in life acting a fool, but you can try it out for a little bit. See what happens. It's usually my response. Okay, I think I made a big mistake waiting for the sun to come out. Because now it's hot as hell. Now I got to go change my clothes.
Was it Hills or you, Beth, or not even you guys, the other day talking about an organization that's like buying turkey for the families affected with the hurricane in North Carolina. Was it you ladies or someone else?
What do you mean, FEMA? FEMA buying the land?
Fuck FEMA. No,
Land
no,
grabs?
not
What are you talking about?
No,
What are you talking about?
no. One of these small nonprofits I heard is buying turkey for families who've lost everything, you know, so they can have like a family Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's a bunch of organizations doing that, nonprofits. Yeah, that are local, churches and everyone. Yeah, that does that. She's involved in the
Can you send me one of the infos, please? Find one that
Samaritan's Purse. Samaritan's Purse.
I'm gonna need their link or something because I want to post and ask people to donate though. So I'm gonna need a link or something.
This is the only nonprofit on the ground in the area.
You trust, and they're doing this, right?
They're doing the work.
No,
it's turkey that they're doing. I don't really care about turkey. People don't have houses to cook the fucking turkey, so listen to me closely. Listen to me fucking closely. It's a fucking war zone. The turkey is so sweet. Thank you. The churches are setting up dinners that people can stand in long lines and get their plate of food. That's what I'm sending you. I don't know what else to tell you. These are the local people doing it. So here they are. Jason A. Ward is one. Sarah, why don't you go ahead and post his Facebook because he's collecting donations and has a QR code. He is literally feeding people and housing people and getting them everything they need and getting awareness out. So why don't you just give it to Jason Ward at Silverados? In fact, that's who I'm going to tell you to give. Because Samaritan's Purse got a portion of the Carolina concert. You know who else they gave money to was Red Cross. Red Cross not even in the area right now. They're not even here. Right, but that's the Carolina concert. Remember all that?
Defending Red Cross that day, I went down. I was like, I moved myself to the audience. I was like, I'm not even gonna open my mic.
Do you still have his page, Jason Ward?
I'm actually on the page right now.
Okay.
To find
the QR code.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that, but I can't see anything. I'll just scroll through.
It's very hard because they're censoring a lot of his videos too, because he's reporting the truth, and that's just what happens.
It doesn't matter as long as I have information on PayPal, Venmo, or something. I can make my own post and tag people. Because remember, my Facebook, it's like that's why I can't post anything about politics on Facebook. Because my Facebook is where I raise probably $150K a year from Facebook just for the animal rescue.
Okay,
you know,
thank you. Here, I'm gonna paste it in the group chat.
Okay, do that. I don't need to
What
tag
happened
him.
to my room?
You fell asleep or something, and then.
No, I left. I had a phone call.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what. I wasn't here.
Oh well. Okay.
But Sarah, there in the link is the chat. Or sorry, whatever the fuck I'm trying to do. In the chat is a link. Sorry, I'm feeding dogs.
Okay. Dogs need to eat.
Yeah, they're so hungry. Like my dog comes in
They're
and
feeding the dog. They're feeding the cat.
My dog comes in and starts hitting his food bowl around, and I'm like, oh my god, really? You're that hungry, buddy? He's starving. He got to eat early. They're still on that time change.
Yep.
Did you find his?
Is that his nonprofit or another one?
No, honey, that's his. So if you get on that page, scroll down.
So he already has a nonprofit.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Valley Strong Disaster Relief. He's got the QR code. He's got a PayPal thing, so he is set up to keep on rolling. And I'm telling you, his work is fantastic. So thank.
What did happen to his room?
I don't know. Now what happened to Jeff? I'm gonna leave too. Let's leave, Sarah. Let's leave Rowan. Let's leave. Come on, because let's prove a point. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
This app is so messed up. I'm not really sure what they're doing right now, but I ended up getting pulled directly out of here without me doing anything, straight into some tarot card room, and so weird. I don't know what the update is, but it doesn't seem to be. Hey guys, you still here? Hey Billy, how's your New York? Hello?
Hey Rita, it's going very well so far.
Oh, yeah?
Tonight's the night when I see everybody.
Oh, right. I forgot today's Monday.
So I'm excited about that. I just got off the phone with Randy. We're taking an Uber to the restaurant together.
Very nice. And how are you enjoying Manhattan?
I haven't seen much of it. Last night we went to the Beacon Theater and we saw Seth and John Oliver, and that was good.
Sorry, what was?
We went to Beacon Theater and saw comedy with Seth Meyers and John Oliver.
Oh, right, you mentioned that. Welcome back.
Yeah,
Seth.
so that was fun.
Why, thank you.
I was gonna change the title to Center Row.
Sure.
thought we could get like a bunch of people coming in and swearing at him since he's. Exactly.
You know what this spells out? Arner.
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 Nerd. Oh my god. I didn't realize it was an actual thing. I've seen so many memes and things making fun of the NAR, but I didn't register that everybody makes that it's a thing.
NAR.
Yeah. Oh, they speak weird. Well, it's 3 o'clock and I'm gonna go walk my dog, so I get 5 minutes of sun. How's your cold?
It's mostly fine. I just have a little bit of a cough left. So, that's all. Billy, I responded to your message if you want to check that. You know, these things don't alert
Yeah,
very
I
well.
saw that, Jeff. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, this is, some people just irritate the shit out of you.
Yeah, I've got some
They
people like
talk too often and they're not saying anything that's, I mean, for her to try to compare Buddhism to fucking Scientology is insane.
No, it's not in the way that it's not in the way that she was comparing.
That's so
Actually.
retarded.
You know, I don't want to
Hey, Jason.
discuss it in open room, but it's not actually that stupid in the way that she was comparing it. Because the truth is, many people talk about Buddhism the same way. They say it's not actually a religion. So.
But what it isn't is a scam to get money out of people.
No, that's also true. But it's also, by Western standards, depending on the type of Buddhism, there are some Buddhisms that have evolved and kind of more merged with Hinduism enough that they are religions. But like real Buddhism is more of a philosophical practice.
Yeah, Tibetan Buddhism feels like a religion to me.
That may be. I don't know which is and which isn't, but I have read enough to know that there is a difference. I mean, there are. I believe the more pure Buddhisms are less religious, and so to compare Buddhism as a practice and a set of beliefs, not a religion, to Scientology, it's not so crazy. Obviously one is a scam and one is not. So I don't think it's crazy. I just think it needed a better explanation.
Buddhism doesn't attack you if you try to leave.
No. No, it doesn't. I agree. I mean, you can go down the itemized list. There's lots of differences.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. I'm done.
But
do you know what else Buddhism is?
It is what?
Boring.
Yes, it's quite boring.
Compared to Scientology, it's very boring.
I just mean that.
The other thing that I wish she would do is move to Texas already and get out of California. She's not happy here.
Come on, let's incorporate other peoples. We got Jason here. We can talk about Mexican Buddhism.
There was a Canadian theme on my Facebook today comparing.
I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's okay. It was comparing the.
No, sorry.
The people who hold the positions in Canada compared to our cabinet positions, and how you have 50% women, and most of them actually are competent people to do their jobs.
That's not true at all.
And you don't have mostly sexual predators as
that
cabinet.
is super false. First of all, the women are not competent, and the only reason why 50% of the cabinet was made women was because of DEI. And the Prime Minister already started.
All the women are there for DEI?
On the Liberal side, yes. And the only reason why why they got the positions is because they have vaginas, and he started firing them because
Didn't I read that they've all been replaced, or not all? But
exactly.
Many
They
of them have been replaced with men.
started quitting and being replaced and shifting to the other side because it was all false. Like, it wasn't based on competency whatsoever. It was based on DEI, gender. And he stopped listening. He started firing the women one by one.
I'm sorry I shared that.
It's okay. You don't have to be sorry.
Billy hates it when his preconceived narratives are
I know,
right? Yeah, I've got to say, I've also read that, like, while it was 50-50 at the beginning, like, within months, they started being replaced with men.
Oh, yeah. Not only replaced with men, but literally he had an attorney general that was the first female lawyer placed in that role, and she was going to hold him and a company in his writing liable based on the rules of ethical misconduct, so therefore they wouldn't be able to get a contract for 10 years, and that would have destroyed the prime minister's like constituency, like his writing, preventing him from getting elected again. So he fired her and actually changed the laws so that regardless of the criminal and unethical violations of this company within his writing, that, you know, they would still be able to bid for government contracts. You know, it was completely corrupt. And then he got an ethical violation for that, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, he's gotten so many ethical violations, it means nothing. The first Aboriginal lawyer to attorney.
We can't even get the Trump people to sign the ethical agreements that they need to do the transition. They just refuse to sign it at all.
You know, it's just like this whole, it's a false, I don't know what you would call it. It's a false state to say that the women have equal power whatsoever. Nor should they. Women be crazy.
Whereas men are so very together.
Oh, they're worse. Ugh. No, but the thing about men is that men can actually work together as a team, and women cannot. And you can ask. You can ask.
You should hate women. You really are one, and you should like women.
No, because I know what they're like, and I have dealt with these kinds of women. I'm telling you.
You're just hanging around with the wrong people. I have friends that they've been solid friends forever. The women are great
and
with each
they're
other.
friends with you, who's a man.
And they're friends with each other. We're all going to be together for Thanksgiving. It's going to be wonderful. These people, the Beaverettes, they're the best women.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that these are athletes.
They're totally supportive of each other.
It's rare. But in general, women cannot operate as teams together.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Nah.
You know, that's your political philosophy. That's not reality.
It's not my political philosophy. It's realism.
Women work together all the time in many different situations.
Not well.
Women can work together, but they don't optimally perform as best as men.
Correct. That's right.
So it's and why is that? Their competitive nature and their nurture conflict in the workplace.
I think it's simpler than that. I think it's just because they have vaginas.
Yep.
That too, but
that's right.
But what comes out there on a frequent basis?
They're catty bitches. Like they don't operate with women as persons. Like they're so superficial and catty, and they can't stop themselves from doing that in a team environment.
Yeah.
And
women do go out of their way to undermine other women in the workplace.
Exactly. And men,
generally speaking,
men may do the same thing, but it's kind of like collegial, and they will, you know, shake hands and drink a beer with each other at the end of the day. Like, it's all part of the competitive nature, but women can't manage that as successfully as men, and they just start like undercutting each other.
My wife had an incredibly successful corporate career, and she would disagree with you 100%.
But personally, I don't like working.
And was she supervised by women?
She had women supervisors at times, and at other times not. Both. You know, she moved pretty fast through the corporate ladder, so she had a lot of different experiences, and she did not have trouble with her women bosses. Now, she was in a very excellent organization where if people were assholes, they wouldn't have lasted very long.
So I didn't say all women. I said there are certainly rare exceptions. I'm just saying the majority of women cannot operate in teams.
And you've already told us many times how exceptional your wife was.
Yes.
I can't. You can't respond to that, can you, Billy?
You got me, Jeff. You got me.
Checkmate, motherfucker. Billy, I hope you actually know the difference between my sarcasm and my reality, right?
Jeff, I do. Thank you.
Likewise.
I'm good at reading the room.
Well, wait a second.
I don't know
What,
about
you're
that,
telling me that reality and Clubhouse conflict? Are you saying that people don't say what they...
I don't actually think it's the vagina that's the problem with the women.
There's so many other problems.
Women as a gender are really fucked up. They're not nice to each other.
No, they're not.
And I'm sorry, I have visited. I had visited ladies' rooms in even nice restaurants, and women are filthy animals.
You had a ladies' room last night after you and Steph left. It was like an onset of just complaining.
Wait, Ewan was here?
I was in late last night. I came in for a little bit. I was observing. I was like, this is way too freaking much. It's just way too much bitching late at night about stupid shit. And it just like, if a guy says anything, oh, it's not, you don't belong here. You're not good. Like, no, you're stupid. I'm like, no, I'm not stupid, but let me just exit carefully, walk backwards, and leave them the fuck alone and let them believe their own fucking illusions. That's what it came down to.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, after a certain point. Like, I was reading the room when I left, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested in this conversation at all. I'm kind of tired. Bye.
So my question on that is, if it's your room, why don't you just end it? You know, like I think that's like a good thing to leave. You know, it's like, okay, well, you know what? I know y'all want to have a conversation, but I'm going to end the room, going to bed, whatever.
And there's no real good reason to.
I like to fall asleep to podcasts. Jeff likes to fall asleep to your voice.
No, I nap to rooms. I generally try to get off when I go to sleep at night. I mean, I'm not always successful.
Well, that's what we all
can't tell
try
you
to
the
do.
number of times where we were stuck in a room
just likes to
to
sleep
bring
around.
someone up and you weren't available. That's why you now, you mod more people.
Yeah, I've been trying to mod more before the end of the night, but I mean, part of it was just like making sure the people I do mod like understand. Like you're the last one out. You got to shut off the lights. So.
Totally.
The party's over.
Unless it's Rowan, I just want to leave him here.
That's fine. You can always leave Rowan.
You just want to play with his dingo because you're sorry.
No, I met him and his dingo.
Was it that before it ate the baby?
I think it was before, yeah. Yeah, no, I met him in Melbourne. He's exactly the same in person as he is on the app.
I could see that. I don't see him. I could see in my mind that he's no different, probably in person, is the way he sounds.
Good accent, good hair.
No, the hair is not as good in real life.
The hair is different.
Mm-hmm. I've seen him on video chat. He's a little bit of a cat.
Should I wear the hat I'm wearing in this picture to dinner tonight?
Might be too cold for that.
For
I don't have a bear head. I don't have any other hat.
Oh, then yes. It might blow off though. It's kind of windy.
It's not going to blow off. You'll put your hand up there. It'll be fine. Billy, when are you getting down here?
I'm supposed to come down on the 3rd. As long as I'm feeling well, that's what'll happen.
All right. Sounds
I'm
good.
starting to get a little sniffle, so I'm concerned. We'll see.
Well, 3rd is 7 days from now, so
Exactly.
I'm not worried.
That's right.
And New York is dirty, so you will get sick there.
Filthy!
I think I hope I didn't catch anything on the plane. That's what I worry about, is catching stuff when I fly.
Oh yeah, definitely you will. You're gonna get sick on a plane.
Yeah, probably got gonorrhea.
Yep.
I didn't.
Which isn't a compliment at your age.
There was no Mile High Club in my flight.
It's hard to do that when you're single.
Yeah, no kidding. But sometimes you sit next to a fun person. You never know. But I was actually sitting in the front of the plane in business class, so I was separated from all people.
All the punchers.
Seat mate. Yeah.
Billy, the way they've reconfigured the bathrooms, you are way too big.
Yeah, exactly. But not if I'm
There's no
flying,
way.
First class at the Emirates. Then you get your own bathroom and bed.
Then you have a bed. Yeah, exactly.
That sounds fun.
Updated the title, Rita.
It needs an apostrophe.
You're pretty good with titles, Jeff.
Thank you. Flattery will get you everywhere.
With you and Trump.
Exactly. Oh. I should start making my list for the rest of my meal.
I was pleasantly surprised last night. I went to a university area sushi restaurant after the comedy show. And it was actually pretty good. I was like, wow, not bad. Because everything has gone downhill here. But that was okay.
So we were both at comedy shows last night. But my comedians were much more famous than yours.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
and
Seth Meyers and John Oliver.
Oh, yeah. I'm not really a fan of either of them, though.
But you know them. You know who they are.
Sure.
So who did you see?
I saw a bunch of Jews
Any
at
of
the
them
Jewish
recognize
Comedy
their
Festival.
names?
Steve Marshall, probably not. He seems, actually, I just realized he seemed more like a corporate, what are those guys, like a corporate coach in a sense, like someone to create more team building or something. He seemed more like a corporate guy rather than a comedian.
Seems like a funny thing for a comedy show, though.
Yeah, he was just like, I want everyone to love me. And he got into the audience. It was a little too much closeness and intimacy for me. I just want them to stand on stage and make me laugh from afar.
Yeah, they did a little audience work. And at one point, he asked, one of the guys, he said, well, what did you want to be when you were 6 years old? And I thought to myself, I don't remember. So what would I say? I said, I would have said, an accountant.
He actually said he was originally an accountant. And the other awkward part is that it was a family event, and I was there with my daughter. And there was a lot of referencing of dicks, orgasms.
Oh no, that's not a family event. Families don't want to share that kind of comedy.
Not really, no.
It's good for her,
and he kept saying
you, but not together.
Yeah, he kept saying how Jewish women have the best boobs, and I'm like, great. I'm sitting with my daughter, and both of us are quite, voluptuously inclined. And
there you go.
This isn't something I want to discuss, with a bunch of men at a Jewish, comedy event about my.
Yeah, exactly. Guaranteed discomfort, family sex.
Yep. And then this other woman, started yelling about how great Jewish guys are at oral sex. I'm like, I beg to differ, but okay. And
I'm really good at it.
well, you've had lots
Maybe
of
because I'm
practice.
an atheist. I don't know. You know.
Well, I'm referencing Toronto Jewish, such as Rafi.
Well, Rafi's. I don't think Rafi's representative of anything other than the crazy Russian
Other than Rafi.
that have come to us.
No, I know.
I would have to generalize Rafi's behavior.
No, I would have never met like Russian Jews if it weren't for this app. To be honest, like I would have never met someone like.
Right, and he's really sui generis.
He's a super character, but he is a
Yes,
mensch.
he is.
He's really kind.
There you go.
As long as you don't sleep with
We're
him.
going to take your word for it.
As long as you don't sleep with him, he'll be kind.
Right, as long as you're not his girlfriend, things are
Well, even more than a girlfriend. As long as you keep your clothes on, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I can't believe he doesn't like to eat pussy. It's really great, Rafi. Come on.
I don't even think it's that he doesn't like it. I think it's that he's never done it.
Yeah.
Never at all, not once.
Some men find it like emasculating.
Oh, they're crazy, aren't they? I mean, hearing a woman moan and groan and scream out of pleasure is never emasculating.
Yeah, but I mean, look where you're coming from, Billy.
I'm coming from between women's thighs is where I'm coming
Well, you're coming from being the stay-at-home, spout.
Yeah, right.
So you're okay with
I
the
stayed at home
position.
mostly.
You're okay with the position of being under a woman.
Absolutely. You remember, I like women telling me what to do.
Yeah. Well, that's my point. And Rafi does not.
Right. That's right.
He just likes being that bucking bronco.
Yeah.
I don't know. Worked out pretty well for me. I don't think Rafi will ever get a woman willing to go out and work for him.
He already does.
Yes,
I was working for him.
Yeah, but you were getting something out of it, I assume.
Yeah. I was working for him.
He was paying you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, it was nice.
That is nice.
So, is that what you did? Comedy concert this weekend, and what else did you guys do?
Me or Billy?
Anyone?
Yeah, I went to a number of comedy shows. And I saw some Motown, so it was fun. It was really...
Sat through the discomfort of watching Wicked with my daughter and my wife.
The movie?
Why was it uncomfortable?
Or the theater?
The movie.
Okay.
Why was it uncomfortable?
Because it's boring.
It's boring as shit. The singing sounded like it was over-engineered. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but there are some that I could listen to and I could watch.
Yeah.
That one, it sounded like you took AI to certain voices, like, Ariana Grande and others, and I forget the big other American Idol star who plays the Green Witch. It just didn't,
What did your girls think of it?
They liked it, they didn't like the singing. They thought this was fake.
They also thought the singing was fake, okay.
Yeah. It was unrelatable, unintentional. The story was good overall. It makes you look at Glenda or Gilda, the Good Witch.
I think it's more meant for girls and women, too, by the way.
In a way, yes.
It seems that way to me.
It's a story about how we look at what the world needs a villain. When you want to cover up something, you make a villain.
Find somebody to blame.
Yeah.
Blame Canada.
Fuck, they're always apologizing.
Blame the Jews.
No, sorry. You got boring-ass First Nation colliding with colonizers. The Jews, you guys were just kind of along for the ride, so you don't get the whole blame.
Yeah, I'm not really into musicals that much, but also because my experience with them has been poor. But I did see Hamilton. That was pretty fabulous. And
That is one I watched on Disney, and I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I had front row tickets for Hamilton in San Juan with the original cast, and it got canceled for that fucking hurricane.
Oh, wow. Well, no, I'm just saying.
I literally flew to Puerto Rico
just for that.
For that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm just saying that I had a really bad experience with Miss Saigon. I thought that was awful, and it was in Toronto. And then I realized the problem is just Toronto. So I'll go to like musical theater in New York City or something like that. That'll be fine, but not.
Well, I like the older musicals. I like all the Oscar and Hammerstein, like South Pacific, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not really into the new stuff. So.
No, me neither.
South
That's only
Pacific
because I haven't exposed myself to it enough either.
Yeah, like I would see Grease or what's the other one? The Jets, West Side Story. Yeah, that stuff would be good.
Which, by the way, was originally called East Side Story. It was about the Jews, and they thought, no, you know what? It's a little too on the nail on the head. We're going to change it.
That's true.
Nail.
I did sneak into Gladiator 2 for a little while and just told my wife I had to go to the bathroom, so I got a sneak peek of the movie I wanted to watch.
That looks terrible too, though. Like Gladiator 2 looks terrible.
Well, he didn't see enough of it to know for sure, though.
I like Gladiator 1 because really the story was about the transfer of power from Marcus Aurelius to like telling people like, look, one leader doesn't make it all fucking work. So y'all have to figure it out amongst each other in a group format. So, but Gladiator 2, I was actually entertained with some of the battle scenes. So I was like, okay. But my wife texts me, where are you at? Oh, I'm in the bathroom. I'm not feeling too good. We had Thai food. So, never mind. We're just wondering. Like, yeah. I was laughing. I had to come.
Papa's back.
Hey, Rafi. Sorry, Rapey. We were talking.
Really? I hope only bad. I hope only bad.
Rena was saying how much of a sweetheart and a really nice guy that you're such a gentleman to all ladies. That
I was saying that if Matt falls off the wagon, it's your fucking.
So what? Let him fall off the fucking wagon. You're his dad to protect him. He's a big boy. He can make it.
Yeah, Rena is ruining your reputation as an asshole. She really likes you way too much.
No, we're forwarding it on.
I've been working too hard on this.
They're embellishing. This is not fact.
Rena was trying to encourage how you could train women to be better if they would just fall in line. Your school, your program.
No, they can be better.
It sounds like Rena's got a crush on you, honestly.
The problem is, I'll explain to you what the problem is.
I would say she respects him.
No, hold on. I'll tell you the problem is.
Really?
The problem with women. The woman can be trained. It's the men that I'm speaking on this app that are keeping these women.
Wait, Rafi, how many men are in this room right now? You're giving away too many paid secrets. You telling them the problem. They're not paying for it.
No, the men are encouraging this behavior, letting them be independent. Who the fuck does that? Who encourages that kind of behavior? That they're free? What the fuck is this shit? Who says they're free?
That's right. How many women are you willing to take in, Rafi?
I'm gonna have a sanctuary. Don't worry about
it. Well, Issa, for a low fee of $599.99, you could be a lucky contestant in his program. And along with that, you could be a featurette when he goes live on how to make women right in America again.
Rafi.
I blame men in today's society for all the problems that women are going through.
I agree.
They're encouraging this type of behavior. Check splitting, everything. Like,
you know, the more more betas men get, the more masculine women have to become because somebody has to take care of shit.
Nobody's putting women back in their place. That's the problem. They're allowing them to get away with it.
No. It's not about putting women in place.
Oh, it's all about that.
It's about men stepping up to their place so that women don't have to do it.
So you mean the power of the pussy is making men bitches? Don't do what we say, and you don't get pussy.
I I blame men for this one now.
No,
I don't even
if
blame
men in
women.
society are driving the truck towards the
Men or males, he
the
said.
cliff, you know, like a woman has to step up, you know, and say, no, we're not driving to the cliff. I'm gonna drive this thing right.
Issa, you're talking too much.
You really are talking too much.
Because you're not talking much. That's why, you see?
Because we're mindful of what we say and how it makes the impact, where women tend to state the over obvious with impulsivity and lack of insight of what actually can make an impact. In other words, know what the fuck you're saying.
I really don't understand what you're saying.
Exactly.
Are you mansplaining it to her right now?
I had to lay it down, Rafi. Sorry, it sounded.
I don't even know why you explained it. I just told her she's talking too much. The fact that she wanted to be mouthy afterwards doesn't mean we need to respond.
You see, Jeff is learning. Good for you, Jeff.
Learning?
You see, Jeff, at one point, I'll hand over the torch to you. You can start teaching these lessons from Mondays to Fridays from 9 to 5.
Rafi, you're not a real man until you've been married 10 years.
Wait, Rafi, you're still a little bitch after the other week you were cooking. And your roommate wasn't doing her job.
And you're still wearing the luxury gym wear, and you don't go.
Lululemon's cancel you out, bro.
And you're a fucking Karen.
But I'm a special.
You
Karen.
still have a roommate, Rafi?
Are you disappointed?
No, I'm just curious.
You sound disappointed.
No.
She wants to try out, Rafi.
You sound like me. Fuck.
Next thing you know, Rafi's going to be making casseroles and comparing notes to whatever cooking DIY Martha Stewart show.
I cook better than Martha Stewart, okay? Remember that.
Oh yeah? You want to prove it?
I don't need to prove nothing. Remember that. As I told
That was a trick question, Rafi.
Rafi, do you know how to pick weeds?
Do I know how to pick weeds? No, I know how to pick people do that for me.
What Beth is trying to say, do you want to get down on your knees?
Nah. Actually, I think that would be a great job for women picking weeds. They're great already on all fours. Why not encourage this behavior?
Rafi, I don't know what we're going to do with
Beth, you're becoming, every weed you pick, remember, you become a better woman. Remember that. You can pick them with a smile.
I am. Everyone. I'm picking with a smile. And then I'm going to smile even more when I call my son and tell him to get his ass out of his bedroom and come pick up all these weeds that I just picked.
That is wrong. Why are you asking a man to get on all fours? That is wrong.
It's not wrong. He lives in my house for free.
If he lives in the house, he can pay way to pick up the weeds, okay? But a man shouldn't get on all fours. There's a difference.
I'm not on all fours. I am just sitting on my ass in my driveway.
Rafi, some men are into.
Well, okay, those men aren't men. I'm sorry to say. Show me
That's
one.
why they watch porn, Rafi. This
Show
is
me
why
one
they
man
watch
that
that kind
tries to be on all fours. It's kind of embarrassing.
I think it's kind of hot when you see a guy trimming the bushes outside and
Beth, you just want to
doing
stir
some
some
real
guy's
men
crack. You want to look at that plumber crack. That's what you want, Beth.
the plumber crack. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Do you think it would be a nice butt, Jason? Like,
I'm sure your son has a great butt.
I don't look at men's
I'm not
butts.
looking at my son's crack. Jeez. I know I'm a weirdo, but I'm not that weird.
If I have to see a man's crack, pull up your pants, bro. Get a belt.
Definitely. Yacht traffic slow.
Funny short story. Guy says, trying to tell another guy how to be and how to be a man, right? Guy sagging his pants, and I woke up. So, does a man always need to sag his pants and not know how to use his belt? Guy looks at me and says, what the fuck? And I'm like, exactly. So you're not much of a man if you don't know how to use your belt. Pull up your pants, right? Yeah. How many weeds did you pick up today, Beth?
A lot, because it finally got warm enough to pick the weeds, and before it got cold here, it was raining to where you couldn't come out and pick the weeds. And I don't believe in just spraying them. I don't think that really helps. They just die, and they're still there. So, yeah, I picked a lot today. That's okay. Every time I pick a weed, I think of Clubhouse. Just weeding it out, one at a time. I don't know what these plants are called, but they're really pretty. Like, they're just like greenery. And then they have some pretty little like things that pop off of them. Thing is, their leaves like die and fall off, and then they get stuck in the middle of the daggone thing, and it's like, it hurts your hand to go in it because there's prickly stuff in there.
Don't get pricked, Beth.
I think we're almost done. I think I'm down to the last little bit. I've talked to my lawn guy about this. I think it would be a good add-on. Like, add on that they would spray, right? I'd pay the little extra for them to do that.
They do that.
My lawn guy doesn't. Maybe I need to find a new lawn guy. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you guys get to touch his dingo?
That's a Rena question.
Can you guys believe I'm pumping at $5.70 a gallon gas? And this is like cheap right now. Because regular gas is only $5, so I post a picture because somebody was saying $2 yesterday. Was it Matt? Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cheap there.
I know. But look, $5.70.
My boss just said we could leave early on Wednesday. Woo, woo.
29.
It's a head start on a road trip.
Where are you guys going, Alice?
Just down to our property in Orangeburg. We have some forest acreage there that we hang out on and some cabins. Where we go hang out with like Bambi and shit.
What?
Sarah. Well, my sister's name is Sarah. With an H. So could you imagine? Sarah, quick. Sarah. I would go to sit down on the couch and she would like put her leg out underneath me and I would sit on her. She'd be like, Mom, Hillary just sat on my leg. But you're such a liar. Oh my God. She was like the perfect middle child.
She sounds like a real bitch.
She's still a real bitch. And what's worse is she's gotten worse. But only I can say that I love her.
Is it normal for the... Can you guys hear me?
Yes, totally. I'm laughing. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, I'm saying, is it normal for tires? It's not even showing me. It says low tire pressure, but it's not showing me the values. Weird.
Did the temperature change?
It's California. It's constantly changing. It's constantly changing. That's what I was going to ask. But last time I ignored this, I blow up a tire in the freeway. And if I go and have them check, they say it's normal with this car. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Where am I going?
If the temperature is changing, I'm not an auto mechanic, but it is fairly normal for the tire pressure to change.
I mean, Sarah, I would say check it if you feel it pulling differently or if it's braking differently. You know, something's driving different maybe. I always pull over at those tire shops and we usually check
SUVs, do SUVs pull? I've never had that with this car.
If the tire is low, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Once.
Yeah, I would pull over that.
No, I don't think this car would pull. I don't think so, because it says Ford SUV, and then the tires are pretty thick. But I know one time I ignored this, and it blew up, but it was like very, very hot summer. I don't know. I'll have it checked. I just hope I didn't get it flat. Because I just paid $2,700 for the tires.
What kind of fucking tires did you put on that car? A Ford?
It's the original ones. No, it's I think the back ones are thicker. I'm not even driving like the most expensive tires. Some car tires are even more than this though. Mine was like, I don't remember how much per piece was. And remember, we paid close to 12% tax, so that too. And I got it from Costco, which was the cheapest place. No, I think it's 21 or 22.
Vehicles.
Matrix or is it Ben?
Nah,
I
he
can't
is.
tell.
She definitely is.
And my brake lights are gonna go on any minute. That's another 2,200. I'm not looking forward to it. I need to change my car before that. Did the car prices come down? Does anybody know?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
has?
Break will come down. Yeah. Yeah, but financing cost went up.
So it's gonna be the same, I'm guessing.
Yeah, unless you're interested in a lease. The lease market became a lot more attractive again.
I don't mind leasing though. My car was a lease, and then I still did a big mistake. I wish I had not listened. My dealership, the manager, he's my friend. And then my friend, one of my other friends, they both told me buy your car. Cause like my lease, I wanted to get the same car, same exact car. I really like my car. And then they told me my lease is gonna go up by like $500-600 a month, and they said it's not worth it, But the car has cost me like that, and if something happens to it now, it doesn't have the warranty anymore. Does that make sense? I'm really I have to be careful with this car.
Trade it in for a lease.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I tried to do it last year.
No, the lease market was still fucked up last year.
I was gonna lose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was gonna lose like $10,000 or more, and end up paying the same amount of difference. I was like, no.
You didn't make a mistake. They told you the right thing. I did the exact same thing. So now I need to get around to actually buying a new car, leasing a new car.
Yeah, I like leasing because you can kind of you can write off part of it or all of it. I don't know, but my CPA told me that lease is better.
Hello, welcome back, Al.
Hello. How's everybody?
Good.
Good. Karen's for hire. Nice. Did Rafi apply? He should apply promptly.
He should.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely should.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy.
So quiet. Where's everybody at?
So I'm working. I'm trying to tie up loose ends. Because we get off early on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm off all week. My baby girl
Love it.
comes into town today. So yeah.
That's exciting.
Yes. I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
Yep. She's here all week.
Say hi.
Hey, Elle,
Yes, ma'am.
did you hear that the Amish homes that were built, they kicked the people out because they're not up to code and they didn't apply for a permit for temporary?
Where at?
In Mitchell County. 100 homes. They kicked the families back out.
Like I said from the start, they aren't looking to help people rebuild. It's not gonna be. Hills, you should get a hold of Ben Swamp.
Okay.
He does like investigative pieces. He'd be all over.
See, that's what we need is somebody like doing that. You know, we have locals doing it and stuff, but like they're not being taken seriously. Not much. Everyone's really quiet. I was just going reading about how Amish homes that they built, people are not allowed to live in them, and they kicked them back out because they're not up to code in Mitchell. So they put the people back in tents, and we had snow.
Unbelievable. Do you know what I had to have for an inspection? Do you know what I had to have for an inspection?
What?
In my cabin?
Like nothing.
An electrical inspection. That's it.
Like,
Everything
that's
else is a handshake.
Yep, that's how it used to be here, and that's how these people built, right? Because for generations, right, it's all grandfathered in, and a tiny temporary home that Amish have built is probably high quality, dude.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? I think insurance companies also should be investigated because, like, disaster insurance for small businesses is not including flood. That's a whole separate policy. Mind you, the flood was caused by the reservoir at the top of the mountain. But you know what? I've silenced a lot of that stuff. I've snoozed the pages. I'm taking a break. I'm exhausted. I need to seriously grieve a little bit and just hold thanks this Thanksgiving with my family and just give it a rest because I'm powerless. All I can do is just put faith out there that the right thing will be done, hopefully, you know? And if not, then also fucking accept that. Power of Mother Nature. And also, survivor's guilt is a real thing.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Like, the only thing we had for a minute, for 3 weeks actually, was just the radio station, people calling in, telling their stories and stuff. So it's pretty traumatizing. Gotta turn that stuff off, yeah. But, you know, good news is we're reconnecting with, like, some friends. We'll go out to eat and kind of, we'll be able to laugh and cry and hug and support, you know.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am very well, thank you for asking.
Gracias.
Well, I'm standing at my desk. I'm standing. I love this stuff.
Oh, is it one of those standing desks?
Totally. I can go up and down all day. It's so fun.
Oh my God, I'm so off. I always thought Elle and Tea Time are the same person.
They sound a lot alike.
But I thought Tea Time is Elle.
I know, but it's not Sam and Sam.
She's my twin from another mother.
Elle, you just said something. Do not ever say that
Never,
again.
but I swear to God, if you snitch, you get a stitch.
I will be banned.
You take
If
it
I
to the
get banned,
grave
I'm
that
gonna
we know this
snitch on
shit. You
you.
better tell not. Listen,
If I
pinky
get
swear.
banned, I will
Fucking-
snitch
I'm
on
cutting my
you.
listen. I'm cutting my finger, and your pricking fingers. Blood sister promise right now. Ready, go.
What did I miss? What?
Then I have to beg Rohan and Elle and everybody else to beg on my behalf.
I have some breaking news. Dog
Okay, I'm
treats
ready to
sold
hear
in
it.
19 states are recalled due to salmonella risk.
What?
What is again?
Dog treats sold.
Ooh.
Carolina
19 states and online recall due to salmonella risk. So if you have a dog, make sure you're not giving them no Carolina Prime pet stuff. Because if you love your doggy as much as I love my doggy, you don't want them to have salmonella.
It's gross.
Oh, darn. And that's like, the number one brand that I purchase. Who in the hell buys that?
I've never heard of it till today.
Me neither. I don't really buy the treats for the dogs. Oh, but you know what's neat? I'm opening up MSN on this desktop at work, and they are actually now showing the damage here. They're actually showing the area. They really are. Okay, it's only day 60 million, but that's great.
What happened? What
Western North Carolina, the war zone that is still existing here.
Yeah.
The Amish that built their homes, they kicked the people back out because they're not up to code. The temporary housing they built. They built 100 little homes for these people, and they kicked them back out in the tents. And it snowed here. Raffy, where have you been?
I have told you, people are working, silently working.
I understand that.
That area.
I know, no, Beth, you can't be positive right now. I know, I understand that, and I appreciate your motivation, but honey, is this the real thing happening to friends and family and neighbors? And I'm sorry, I'm just telling y'all the headline as it breaks right now on MSN desktop on this computer. It's pretty cool. Also, did Mark Cuban, he lost tickets, front row tickets to something? Did y'all hear this? Where did that headline just go? Mark Cuban slams NBA for taking away his courtside seats after selling the Mavericks or something. Oh, this is funny.
Entitled problems.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah. He's having a tantrum.
Yeah. Are you going to do anything for this Thanksgiving?
Me?
You.
Yeah, this year I'm not making it. Oh. I'm going somewhere else.
Us too. And actually, my fiance's mom is going to make the broccoli casserole for us, so we're just going to take it down and throw it in the oven. I can't believe how lucky.
Nice.
Spoiled. I'm telling you, ladies, date the youngest child.
Did you say date the youngest child?
Yeah, date the golden boy. The mothers love them.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, you get the benefit.
Is your fiance the youngest?
Yeah, but
he's the youngest.
does your mother love the girls that they bring home?
Oh, yeah, she
Mom's so
does.
jealous.
Oh, I'm like the best one he's ever brought home. She's so pleasant.
Oh, good. That helps. She's cooking?
Well, she's not doing anything. She just lost her husband in March, so she's not doing anything, I told her don't. I said just pull the blinds, don't have anybody over. And anyway, yeah, she's not going to do anything, but she doesn't mind making these meals for us because she's always been that type of like homemaker.
Oh, that's nice.
She's a good mama.
It's good to have a good mama.
And she had 3 boys. So
Oh,
you
wow.
can imagine her life.
So when's the wedding?
Well, we're not going to have like a wedding. We think we're just going to go to the courthouse on a Monday and get our license. And then on June 7th, have a ceremony maybe at a venue here, just us and like a minister. I don't know who will do it. But, and then hold on. We might do it sooner than that. And then we'll have a party on June 7th. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused.
Did you know
We'll do something real small. Huh?
Rafi officiates weddings?
I heard that, yeah, but he wants to use somebody that, none of us know. And actually, in Gatlinburg, you guys, they have these little wedding chapels.
Well, I think by the time you're on to your second wedding, there is no reason you gotta, unless the other person has never been married, there's no reason for a big hoorah. No.
No, I definitely agree with that. We already had our big first ones. We just want to have it. The ceremony will just be us and like somebody that we don't know, and then definitely we would like to have a party, kind of a combo of like in celebration of that plus a housewarming party. You know what I mean? So we'll sort of combine the two. But I think it's exciting, you know, because it's nice to have it small the second time around.
Someone mute Rocky.
Well, Rowan's asleep. Elle's on the phone.
I got it.
Seth is-
Hang on a minute.
My bad. I'm actually working, guys. Sorry.
You better make some money. I'm ready to shop.
I'm working. I ain't fucking around like you guys.
All right, mute up.
I want to actually hear what work sounds like, okay?
Oh, God.
Something that you could all consider of doing maybe one day.
It
We're
sounds
not all
like
gonna work for you, Raffy.
it sounds like you work too hard for your money, Raffy. Meanwhile, my Bluetooth speakers are playing me a good song, and my stand-up desk is helping
I have
me
a
use
question, guys.
Zips.
That
What, Sarah?
Fabian down there with 0 friends. Whose fake profile is it, and which one of us do you guys think he's stalking here, he or she? It's someone's fake profile, right? With 0 friends.
I have no clue to who that person is. They have to speak.
Wow, it's someone's fake profile. You know, cheaters think everybody's cheating. People who have too many fake profiles, they just know fake profile.
It's done.
Are you saying
Happy, Sarah?
You think
This is how you
What?
get removed. You see,
Sarah, are you-
somebody's probably saying the same thing to Roger.
So are you trying to say one cheater can catch another cheater, basically? Is that what you're saying, Sarah?
That's part of it. Second thing is that they're just paranoid about everybody's cheating. Just like Rafi saying men and women can't be friends.
Well, unfortunately, Raffy has some female
Hyde said
friends.
FBI. Hyde, unless FBI is interested in a bunch of autistic people who talk about food and sex all day long, I don't know what FBI would do in this room, Hyde. Unless they chased you in the room. What are you hiding, Hyde?
Yeah, Hyde. You hiding, Hyde? What are you hiding, Hyde?
He told us about the alien invasion the other day, so
I missed that.
NSA and Homeland Security. Why FBI, Hyde? Oh God, you got us in trouble.
Maybe he's with FEMA. Listen, I've been an unaffiliated voter for a few years, and yes, I did accept that $750, but I thought I qualified for it, like y'all said, so I will repay it if needed, but I swear to you, my grid was knocked out for 15 days, and I am seriously unaffiliated.
Thank you for that public service announcement.
Can you imagine FBI? Can you guys imagine FBI being
I don't know, somebody in the goo that's FBI not here anymore. Sarah just keeps talking, I'm responding.
Nothing. Oh my God, the guy that I said, the one that I said it's a fake
Then he
account.
already moved out. He kicked out.
I know. Hyde joked and said FBI. I said, why would FBI come here to listen to us talk about food and sex? Bunch of autistic little kids. That's what I said.
Yeah, they won't.
And then in case
They won't.
he is somebody important, I wanted to put that disclosure.
Yeah, they won't. They have certain keywords they're going for, and you know, a lot of ours don't apply. Like I think analingus definitely doesn't.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Y'all are crazy.
We know you're kidding, but I wasn't kidding when I said bunch of autistic people. We don't just let go.
You and your autistic.
You're not autistic. Who is autistic?
No, just so you know, Hyde, they just smoke weed, I just drink, and then we're a little bit fun.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it.
Yeah.
This is not true. I very, very busy at my
Me
very
and Matt
busy
are in
corporate job
recovery
right now.
too. I guess I'm in recovery because I'm not drinking. Boo.
Ew, boo.
Do you have to be in recovery to call it recovery, or if you're like detoxing and not drinking, that's a recovery too?
Yeah, I don't think there's
know.
any rules. If you don't drink, you don't drink. If you say you're
I identify as an alcoholic. Can I do that if I'm not?
If you identify as an alcoholic, you identify as an alcoholic, and only you can say that you are an alcoholic.
I also identify as a male alligator.
You could also identify as a lizard, and you would still be accepted no matter what. Do we need to hold an AA meeting? We just need a coffee pot and 2 drunks. Anybody?
I haven't gotten to that level yet.
Don't
but
forget
give
the
me-
Oreo.
Okay, and the
Give me a
cookies.
little
That's
bit.
right. Definitely
They
need
need
to bring
sugar.
those. Yep, generic Oreos, because that's all this budget can afford. You bitches need to put more than $1 in this basket. We can't afford our.
That's for sure. And they're always just putting in like
They ask for money.
fucking.
We pass the
No,
basket around and
they
ask
don't
for a
ask for
contribution. It's just $1 because we have rent, supplies, coffee, cups to buy, rent to the church to pay. You know, that's all. It's self-supporting. We're corporately, we're like forever broke.
Someone's been to those meetings
For about
before.
20 fucking more years or so more. Yeah, saved my life, Sarah. Saved many lives, and I also watched many people die. Very, very tragic. Very sad disease. Alcoholism is not a fucking thing to me. I've seen more than I think anybody should have seen at 24, 25, 26 years old. Do you know what I mean in those rooms? But man, wake up call for sure for me.
With that being said, and after picking the weeds, guess
Yep,
what?
it's time for
I'm gonna
fucking
go.
drinks. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get
open
enough
up a
blackout.
mini, because that's all they had, were mini cans of Mick Ultra. I'm gonna get myself a mini can, and then I'm going out, because there's football on tonight.
I'd rather like fucking poke myself in an eye than go drinking and watch football at some really weird bar. But have a great time. And the beer, oh my god, Beth, honestly, can we drink better beer?
I don't go to weird bars. I don't even go to bars.
Okay,
I
I'm
go to
sorry,
French
the restaurant.
restaurants.
Excuse me. The restaurant with the big TV. Do they have beer on tap?
They do, but it's all pretty much IPAs and a bunch of local shit.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
take your golf cart or drive or take an Uber?
No, I would take my golf cart. I'm not staying long. The game starts at like 8:15, so I'll watch it about up to the end of the first quarter and then head back home.
Do all the guys order like cheeseburgers and cheese sticks and all that shit when they are there too? Do you get potato skin?
We get potato skins, onion rings. They like the wings. I don't like. What the fuck is that? I don't like the wings because I don't like smoked wings. But yeah. This is how boring our town is. It's just a whole bunch of people that work too much.
Sounds really, really
It's true though. Our town is so boring.
Do any live
that-
musicians come through? Do you ever get live music?
Oh yeah, we do, but that's only allowed on Fridays and Saturdays
Only allowed
because
on
we
Friday.
have
Oh
a
my
no-
god.
we have a noise ordinance that you have to abide
I'm
by.
sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah, a neighbor already got in trouble because they put up their Christmas lights and it says in the HOA docs you're not allowed to put them up until after Thanksgiving. I was dying laughing. They're like, can you help us with this? Sure. Tell them you didn't realize it was Thanksgiving. You thought it was Christmas already.